Hello everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on making clear asks with precision prompts for iBARE. This session is brought to you by ADollarClass Inc. I'll be guiding you through how to craft effective and precise prompts that can really make a difference. We'll cover key strategies to improve clarity and effectiveness in your requests. So, let's dive in and explore how to ask with confidence and precision. Now, let's take a closer look at the key components of clear prompt formulation. First, we have breaking down requests. This means understanding exactly what is being asked and dissecting it into manageable parts. Next, we focus on iBARE-specific techniques, which are tailored strategies designed to enhance the clarity and effectiveness of prompts within this particular framework. By mastering these elements, we improve our ability to communicate precisely and obtain the best results. Remember, clear prompt formulation is fundamental to successful interactions, as it directly influences the quality of the responses we get. So, keep these points in mind as we continue exploring how to craft better prompts. Let's talk about the importance of a clear prompt formulation. When we're working with AI or any advanced system, the way we phrase our prompts makes a huge difference. A well-defined prompt helps us get precise and relevant responses, saving us time and reducing confusion. It's about being specific enough to guide the system, but also flexible enough to allow for creative or insightful outputs. This is a key concept because, ultimately, the quality of the results depends heavily on how we communicate our needs. Clear prompt formulation is central to making the entire process efficient and effective, and it ties into the larger theme of optimizing our interactions with technology. All right, let's dive into slide 4. Here, we're focusing on how to define the role or persona of your AI. Essentially, this is about giving your AI a clear identity by assigning a specific professional role. This helps guide the AI's expertise and perspective, making its responses more targeted and relevant. Next, creating character constraints is crucial. These are personality traits that shape how the AI responds, whether it's formal, friendly, concise, or detailed. Setting these traits ensures the AI's tone aligns with your audience and purpose. Then, we have the importance of specifying the expertise level. Do you need simple, beginner explanations or in-depth technical analysis? Clarifying this helps tailor the responses to match the knowledge level of your audience. Finally, setting the communication style is key. Decide whether a formal or casual tone suits your situation best. This consistency helps keep your messaging clear and engaging. Overall, these steps are about customizing your AI to be as effective and aligned with your goals as possible, ensuring it serves your needs perfectly. When you're working with AI, it's really important to define your task clearly from the start. That means setting specific objectives, being precise about what you want the AI to achieve and what the expected deliverables are. This helps ensure we're all on the same page and that the AI produces useful results. Next, providing context is key. Think of it as giving the AI the background information it needs to understand your request fully. The more relevant details you share, the better the output will align with your needs. Setting parameters is also crucial. This involves establishing boundaries like how long the response should be, what format it needs to follow, or any particular style you prefer. These guidelines help tailor the output to fit your purpose perfectly. And don't forget to include examples. Showing the AI sample outputs or reference materials gives it a clear idea of what you're expecting. It's like giving it a template to follow, which makes the results more accurate and aligned with your vision. By being thorough and specific at this stage, you set the foundation for successful AI collaboration and more effective results across your projects. When we talk about context and format inclusion, it's really about setting the stage for effective communication. First, adding specific context means providing background information that helps our audience understand the bigger picture, whether that's industry trends, market conditions, or particular audience needs. This ensures our responses are relevant and targeted. Next, defining the output format is crucial. It involves specifying how we want the information structured, like the length, style, or even the tone, so that the responses meet our expectations and are consistent across the board. Setting clear boundaries is also important. We need to establish what topics are in scope and what are off-limits, as well as tone and scope constraints, so we avoid irrelevant or unwanted content. Including examples or sample outputs can serve as a helpful guide, giving a clear reference point for the kind of responses we're aiming for. Altogether, these steps, adding context, defining format, setting boundaries, and including examples, are essential for ensuring our communication is precise, relevant, and aligned with our overall presentation goals. On this slide, we're focusing on the importance of numbers and timeframes in our usage strategies. First, I want to emphasize that adding specific quantities is crucial. For example, instead of saying, use more, we should specify, use 50 units or increase by 20%. This helps everyone understand exactly what's expected. Next, including exact numbers clarifies our expectations and sets clear boundaries. When we say, target 10,000 users in the first 3 months, it's much clearer than a vague goal. It helps us measure progress accurately and stay on track. Now, structuring our plans with precise timeframes is equally important. For instance, setting a deadline of complete the campaign by Q2 2024 helps us prioritize tasks and allocate resources effectively. Overall, by combining specific quantities with clear timeframes, we create a more focused and achievable plan. This approach aligns perfectly with our goal of making our strategies transparent, measurable, and actionable. Now, let's talk about the boundaries you can set for more tailored AI responses. First, adding specificity with numbers is really helpful. By including exact figures or data points, you guide the AI to give you precise and relevant answers. Next, setting character limits is important if you want concise responses that fit your format or time constraints. This way, you avoid lengthy replies and keep things clear. Another useful boundary is requesting bullet points. This helps organize complex information into digestible chunks, making it easier to understand and follow. Lastly, including timeframes or specific periods focuses the AI on relevant temporal contexts, whether you're talking about past events, current trends, or future predictions. Overall, these boundaries work together to make the AI's responses more accurate, relevant, and easy to interpret, which is essential for effective communication and decision-making. All right, let's take a closer look at what we mean by breaking down requests. When we talk about this, we're emphasizing the importance of understanding each request thoroughly. It's not just about what is being asked on the surface, but also about the underlying needs and goals. By doing this, we can ensure that we're addressing the real issues and delivering solutions that truly meet expectations. Remember, clear communication is key here. Asking the right questions and clarifying any uncertainties can make a big difference. This process connects directly to our overall theme of effective communication and problem-solving. When we break down requests carefully, we avoid misunderstandings and set ourselves up for success. It's about turning vague or complex requests into manageable, actionable steps. So, in essence, breaking down requests helps us be more precise, efficient, and aligned with what's really needed. And that's how we build trust and deliver value in every interaction. When working with AI, remember that small components can lead to big results. By breaking down complex requests into smaller, manageable parts, we make it easier for the AI to understand and respond accurately. For example, instead of asking a broad question, divide it into specific questions or focus areas. This way, the AI can give more precise and relevant answers. Adding specific details is also crucial. Mention the industry, target audience, desired length, and sections to guide the AI effectively. The more context you provide, the better the output will align with your goals. Setting clear boundaries and constraints helps ensure the AI delivers exactly what you need, avoiding unnecessary information or deviations. Think of it as giving the AI a clear framework to work within. Lastly, adopting a step-by-step approach makes your requests more logical and structured. By building your prompts systematically, you can develop comprehensive and well-organized results. All these strategies together help us harness AI's potential more effectively, leading to better outcomes in our projects. When crafting effective prompts, it's crucial to follow a clear, step-by-step approach. First, I recommend breaking down complex requests into smaller, more manageable parts. This helps ensure the AI can respond accurately and thoroughly. For example, instead of asking for a broad overview, I might specify what aspects to focus on or what details to include. Next, I emphasize the importance of using specific parameters. Including numbers, timeframes, and clear boundaries guides the AI's output, making it more precise and relevant. For instance, setting a word limit or specifying a date range helps tailor the response to your needs. Creating a logical sequence is also key. Structuring your prompt with sequential steps ensures the results are organized and comprehensive. It's like giving the AI a roadmap to follow, which improves the quality of the final output. Finally, including constraints is vital. Clearly stating what to avoid or exclude helps prevent unwanted content or irrelevant details. By setting these boundaries, you make sure the AI stays focused and aligned with your goals. Overall, these steps, breaking down requests, using specific parameters, organizing logically, and setting constraints, are essential for getting the most effective and precise responses from AI. They connect directly to our broader goal of making AI work smarter and more efficiently for us. Now, let's explore the concept of a multi-part question structure. Essentially, this approach involves breaking down complex questions into smaller, more manageable parts. By doing so, we can guide the AI to generate clearer and more accurate responses. One effective strategy is to divide large requests into numbered steps. This helps to organize the thinking process and ensures that each part is addressed thoroughly. Using a Step 1, Step 2 format, for example, allows us to steer the AI through a logical sequence of ideas, making its responses more structured and coherent. Another key point is to request the AI to perform a self-review before finalizing its answer. Encouraging it to evaluate its own response helps improve quality and accuracy, catching potential errors or oversights early on. Additionally, building logical scaffolds in our prompts, meaning structuring questions with increasing complexity, can help develop comprehensive and well-reasoned answers. This progressive approach ensures the AI's responses are not only detailed, but also connected and easy to follow. Overall, using this multi-part question strategy aligns perfectly with our broader goal: to facilitate clearer, more organized, and higher quality AI interactions that serve our needs effectively. Let's explore some practical tips for giving clear and effective instructions. First, it's important to avoid overly general requests. Instead, be specific about what you need. For example, rather than saying, "Write a report," specify, "Write a 500-word report on market trends in the tech industry." This helps ensure the output is focused and useful. Second, always include parameters and constraints. Mention word count, format, or target audience to narrow down the scope. For instance, provide a summary in bullet points suitable for executives. Third, tackle one task at a time. Break down complex projects into smaller, manageable steps to avoid confusion and ensure quality. Fourth, provide examples of what you expect. Showing a sample format or style clarifies your preferences and guides the outcome. Throughout your instructions, remember to be thorough but conversational, connecting these tips back to the overall goal of clear communication. This approach makes your instructions more effective and your results more aligned with your expectations. When creating responses, it's important to include what to avoid. Setting clear boundaries helps ensure that the results are more focused and relevant. For example, iBARE should specify what not to include in responses, so we can prevent common missteps. This might mean limiting the use of jargon, keeping responses concise, avoiding cliches, or steering clear of certain geographic focuses. By explicitly stating these limitations, we guide the content creation process and improve the overall quality of the responses. Refining through negation is a helpful strategy. Sometimes, explaining what you don't want actually clarifies what you do want. It's a way to narrow down the scope and ensure the results are tailored to your needs. So, always think about what should be excluded or minimized and communicate that clearly. This approach ultimately makes the process more efficient and the outputs more aligned with your expectations. Now, let's take a closer look at the iBARE-specific techniques. These are tailored methods that are particularly effective within the iBARE framework. First, they help us address unique challenges by customizing our approach to the specific needs of each case. Second, these techniques emphasize adaptability, allowing us to modify strategies on the fly based on real-time feedback. Third, they foster a deeper understanding of the client's context, which is crucial for meaningful engagement. Overall, these methods enhance our ability to implement iBARE more effectively, ensuring we achieve better outcomes. Remember, the key is to integrate these techniques seamlessly into your workflow, always keeping the core principles of iBARE in mind. Now, let's talk about prompt templates utilization and how they can really streamline our workflows. First, having a reusable structure is key. It allows us to create a consistent way to interact with AI, making our processes more efficient. By customizing these templates, we can tailor our prompts to fit different projects while still maintaining a solid, effective framework. Next, the role task format is incredibly useful. It means we define clearly who the AI is playing as, the persona, as well as the specific task, the context, the desired format, and the target audience. This comprehensive approach helps us get more accurate and relevant results every time. Then there's workflow enhancement. Using templates saves us valuable time because we don't have to start from scratch each time. Plus, standardizing our prompts actually improves the quality of responses, since the AI can better understand what we need. Finally, customization options give us the flexibility to adapt templates to our unique needs. We can tweak them as necessary, but still keep the core structure intact to ensure effectiveness. All of these points tie back to the overall theme of working smarter with AI, making our interactions more consistent, efficient, and tailored to our specific goals. Let's take a closer look at how layered logic understanding enhances our interactions with AI. First, we have sequential instructions, which involve guiding the AI through multiple steps to handle complex tasks. This approach helps us build responses systematically, ensuring accuracy along the way. Next, there's the importance of asking clarifying questions. By prompting the AI to seek clarification before answering, we can avoid misunderstandings and improve the relevance of the responses. Then, we consider options and analysis. This means requesting the AI to evaluate alternatives by weighing pros and cons, so we can make more informed decisions. Finally, adopting a structured approach involves breaking down complex requests into manageable steps. This not only makes the process more organized, but also leads to more comprehensive and reliable results. All these strategies work together to create a layered logic that makes AI interactions more precise, thoughtful, and ultimately more effective in achieving our goals. Now, let's look at some key self-checking requests we can ask AI to help us improve our interactions. First, asking AI to review its response is essential. This means instructing it to evaluate the quality and whether its reply aligns with what we're asking for. Next, there's the internal editor function, where AI can check for clarity, brevity, and tone before delivering the final version. This helps ensure our communication is clear and professional. Another important request is verifying accuracy. We want AI to confirm factual information and point out any uncertainties. This keeps our output reliable. Additionally, asking AI to provide explanations for its recommendations helps us understand its reasoning process. It's like getting a behind-the-scenes look at how it arrived at a certain suggestion. All of these self-checking requests are about making our AI interactions more effective and trustworthy. They connect directly to our overall goal of leveraging AI as a precise, transparent, and reliable tool in our work. Let's talk about the clarifying questions approach. First, it's important to ask for clarification right at the beginning. This helps ensure that I fully understand your needs before I start crafting my response. So, I might ask you to pose questions first, which guides me to better grasp what you're truly asking for. Next, I recommend scaffolding your answers. That means structuring responses in a way that makes sense logically, from presenting options, through evaluating them, to delivering the final output. This step-by-step process helps make complex topics clearer and more manageable. It's also helpful to think of responses as a multi-step process. Instead of trying to do everything at once, break down the request into sequential steps. This systematic building ensures thoroughness and clarity in my answers. Additionally, I incorporate a self-review mechanism. This means I check my own work to ensure it's high quality and aligned with your needs before sharing it with you. It's about maintaining accuracy and relevance throughout. Connecting all these points to the broader theme, this approach emphasizes thoughtful, structured, and iterative communication. It helps us work together more effectively, especially when dealing with complex or nuanced questions. Ultimately, it's about ensuring clarity and precision in our exchanges. Now, let's look at some scaffold-building responses that can really enhance our interactions with AI. First, building in logical steps means guiding the AI through a sequence of ideas or questions, which helps ensure we get more accurate and organized answers. Think of it as creating a roadmap for the AI to follow. Next, creating structured responses involves asking the AI clarifying questions before jumping to conclusions. By requesting additional information up front, we can avoid misunderstandings and get more tailored results. It's like having a back-and-forth dialogue rather than a one-way street. Then, there's the approach of listing options first and then evaluating them. This strategy allows the AI to generate multiple possibilities, and then we analyze their pros and cons. It's especially useful when making complex decisions or exploring different solutions. Finally, breaking down complex tasks into smaller, manageable steps, what we call step-by-step instructions, helps achieve more thorough and accurate results. When we simplify a big problem into parts, the AI can handle each piece more effectively. Overall, these scaffold-building techniques help us guide AI more effectively, ensuring the responses are logical, comprehensive, and aligned with our goals. They really connect to the broader theme of improving our AI interactions through thoughtful, structured prompts. Thanks. I really appreciate your time and attention throughout this presentation. I hope you found the information insightful and valuable. Remember, the key takeaways are about understanding the core concepts we've discussed and how they can be applied in your own work. If you have any questions or want to dive deeper into any of the topics, feel free to reach out. Thanks again for being such an engaged audience, and I wish you all the best in your endeavors.